Effin nerds.
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah.
Every single time. Ooh.
Ooh. I'm just nervous. I'm gonna fuck it up. Still, I'm traumatized from those first couple times.
I've been trying to trick Matt into doing that again. Almost did it last time, but it kind of didn't work out. So, oh well.
That's pretty good.
But I am Michael Lee,
And I'm Matt. Yeah.
and welcome back to Big Effin Nerds.
Still us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my fact, kind of going to be in theme with the episode today, is that James Earl Jones is stepping down
I read that.
from being the voice of Darth Vader.
I know. I read that. You know, it's sad, but you know, it's
I get
time.
it. He's 91 years old.
Yeah, I was like, it's time, man. I mean, not that I don't want you to keep doing it, but like, if you say it's time, yeah, it's time.
Yeah, but that was some sad news. I mean, it's a fact, but
I was just gonna say thank you for your service.
but facts are facts, and that is a sad one.
Indeed. But he had a good run.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like the only run. Well, if we're talking like animated shit, but anyway, you know.
So, so quick little news updates. We got some interesting news as of right now.
Yeah, we read that right when we got here. So we got Deadpool 3 coming in 2024 September, and motherfucking Hugh Jackman's coming back. Wolverine.
Yeah, we're gonna get to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine one last time.
Yes.
So that's gonna be cool. But I really am curious on like what's gonna be the storyline for this one.
Yeah, I don't know, since it's gonna be all Disney MCU. I don't know.
But I mean, Disney's been getting kind of cray.
Yeah, they're getting there, which we're
cool.
gonna bring up with Andor too. But yeah, they're getting there.
Which is good because that means they're growing with us. Because I know that we're probably like millennials or whatever, are probably like the dominant viewers of Disney. So
Yeah, I mean, when you think of like most like people who like big Disney lovers aren't little kids. They're like our age and up.
yeah,
You know.
the little kids are just getting introduced to stuff,
Yeah.
whereas we've been around for a good majority.
Yeah, all of us that grew up watching like The Lion King. Here we are now. You know?
Lion King, Tarzan, Hercules, Mulan.
So like I said before, like in one of our episodes, I was like, yeah, they think they realize that a majority of their audience is us.
Yeah.
You know, in our age and whatever, people like us. And I was like, and we grew up now.
Yeah.
I don't want none of this sing-song bullshit. Nah, not that I don't want none of it. Yeah, I was like, I don't want none of it.
I'm not gonna lie, I get down to some Disney songs.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, fuck, you know.
Let's get down to
I was just gonna bring that one up.
so it's not that we don't love them. It's just that we do want some little edginess, and hopefully, because I mean, Deadpool and then the last movie that we saw, Logan, they were they're pretty gruesome.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
pretty violent,
To say the least, yeah.
so hopefully that Disney kind of stays true to that. I mean, I know they don't want to obviously go overboard with it, but Fox did decent with those films.
Oh yeah, and I mean, Logan was great.
And it wasn't like overly violent, other than her carrying the head of the dude back out. Just
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I've actually been meaning to rewatch
badass
that
girl.
again soon.
which one?
Logan.
Oh, you've been meaning to rewatch it?
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I know you started to look at me all crazy. I've seen it.
I was like, wait a minute.
I think I saw it just when it came out, and I was like, I need to watch that shit again.
It was a good movie.
It was really good.
I really like that movie. But yeah, no. Well, hopefully they just stay true to it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I would say how I felt with Logan was like, I was saying it before Logan with Wolverine. I was like, I want the fucking animal Wolverine back from like Wolverine, like the X-Men 1 and shit.
Animalistic.
Yeah, like X-Men 1 and 2. He's fucking. And then in the past few, he was a little more tame. But so like with Logan, we got a little taste of that, and I was like,
that was sick. He was awesome in Logan. I love Logan.
super good.
I mainly loved it though because like the new fighting style of the daughter.
X-23.
Yeah. It looked cool. It looked like super agile. Like she was almost like Nightcrawler mixed with, obviously if she could teleport though, fuck.
It's over. Nobody stands a chance.
Oh, Master Assassin.
It's a little tiny, angry fucking teleporter with claws everywhere.
Jesus.
Dead.
Oh, I love Nightcrawler's ability. That's so
I always
cool.
thought he was cool. And we got to see what in X-Men First Class, like his dad, Azazel, I think.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
So
Anyway,
yeah,
that's not what we're here for.
That's not what it's not what we're here for. But we're just reminiscing. Anyways, other news. Is that it? I forget.
I feel like there's probably something.
I feel like there's something else too, but oh well.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Star Wars time.
Yeah.
Star Wars time.
Andor.
Yeah.
We're talking about Andor.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna watch them, and I did.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I didn't even promise.
I didn't need to. I was planning on doing it anyway.
Well, so I would like to start off by saying that this was kind of a show that I did not think was even that necessary to make, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah, I think I hear you on that one. I was like, I don't really see what the point is,
Because we know
but I'm with it.
we know the character when he dies.
Yeah.
So, going back into the backstory of someone like that, it's like, I mean, all right, let's go along with it. Let's see. And it's turning out to be pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, we're watching him turn into the hardened rebel that he is in Rogue One.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like he's kind of badass. You don't take shit in the beginning in the first episode.
Yeah.
But like now we're watching him like learn from fucking what's his name? Skarsgård, the actor. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the character.
I was to say one of my notes was I was like realizing I was like, oh, so this is obviously his origin. I was like, but this is like his introduction to the Resistance. And like watching him, I'm like, these guys are straight up fucking terrorists. Fucking bombs, shit's blowing up everywhere. You fucking
No, that's some true ass shit. I think about that a lot. I think about how like, oh wow, these guys are actually like really bad guys.
Yeah, I mean like
for a good reason, but like bad guys, Excuse me. But yeah, it is kind of funny to see it that way. You guys are fucking assholes. What the hell?
because like when they were like just blowing shit up all over the place, blowing up cars, trucks, and everything, and like bringing the whole building down on those people. It's like these guys are fucking crazy. At least this guy,
Yeah.
whatever his name, can't remember his fucking name. Whatever, don't matter.
It's like you want to kill him?
I'll kill him.
I'll kill him.
He should have killed him. That dude's a little bitch.
Yeah. And
He pissed me off. He was all hot shit.
I will say right now we haven't given anything away, but this is going to be spoiler territory. Yeah, we're not holding back because we warned you about it last week
For the first 3 episodes.
Just saying. Anyways,
Not the fourth one. The fourth one's tomorrow, right?
yeah, the fourth one, it comes out every Wednesday. If you guys don't know, we record on Tuesdays.
Yeah. So spoilers for the first 3.
But first 3, yeah.
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 Yeah. Because we haven't seen the fourth. Because it's
Shut up. Anyways, early on in the episode 1, they were talking about looking for or finding a Canary girl. Is this when they were in the past? It was kind of weird because this whole show kind of went jumping back and forth between present and past. And I got that idea of it only in the 3rd episode.
what the idea of what like.
It going back and forth between the past and future, or past and present.
Oh, you thought those flashbacks of them in the jungle were just like.
I thought it was happening simultaneously.
Oh, yeah. I picked up on that one fairly quick. I think because what's his name, Cassian, and they are like Casa. I was like, oh, it's fucking.
Yeah.
But still, they don't straight up tell you. So.
Yeah, plus I didn't really catch that. I'm really bad with like hearing things properly. So
For an audio file, that's pretty fucked up.
well, hearing, let's say, dialogue. I'm bad at hearing dialogue properly. That's why it's hard for me to learn languages. I can't, like I understand it, but I also don't. I'm just like,
Don't know what you're saying.
I'm sorry.
Don't hate me. I don't know.
Yeah, my brain is stupid.
I'm just dumb. I don't know. Have mercy.
But yeah, so I didn't catch that. So
That's why I'm here.
It's just been confusing for me, or at least that aspect of it. Everything that's going on though, not really that confusing.
Yeah, no, I like it. What else did I fucking write?
Well, the first episode had the cold-blooded murder.
Yeah, that was like first 5-10 minutes of the episode. I was like, you just fucking executed that dude, whacked him.
Yeah.
Well, because like they were fucking trying to shake him down, and he killed that one dude on the fucking headbutt or something.
Yeah, I was.
It's like,
When-
damn, that dude just
When they
dropped.
turned him over and he was like, just sitting there,
I was like, he's fucking dead.
I was like, what the fuck? He died from a headbutt? That's
what
some
I'm saying.
hardcore shit right
I'm
there.
like, damn, he was really going in. And then that guy's like begging, like, nah, man, please, like,
Like broke his nose and just...
yeah, fuck. That guy's telling him.
Oh yeah, I go walk away.
He's like, we'll go in together. You didn't mean it. We were getting a little too crazy. We'll go tell him the story together. And he's like, pow. I had to rewind it like once or twice. I was like, did he just shoot him in the chest or something? I was like, no. I mean,
No,
like you only
straight.
see from behind the dude's face. But I was like, he shot that motherfucker in the face.
Oh yeah,
Wham.
cold-blooded murder.
So that was when I was like, okay, Star Wars. Okay, I see you. This is getting a little crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like Disney's kind of easing up on the whole like childish look. I mean, realistically, like all these childhood stars that we've seen kind of grow up to be fucking menaces to society.
I mean, look at all the Disney stars now. That
Yeah.
when we were kids, that is.
Mm-hmm. They're all crazy.
Yeah.
So I would think that Disney would have kind of did this earlier on in its thing, but it had to happen.
Better
at some
late than
point.
never, I suppose.
Especially if you're going to be owning certain things.
Yeah.
Like if you own Fox and you own Lucasfilm, and then you're monopolizing all this shit.
And you're just gonna.
You can't just stay as like
baby it
humble
all
baby.
down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like just that's like with Deadpool. Everybody's like, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it. Don't fuck it. I'm still a little nervous.
I am nervous because of the way MCU's kind of been playing out as of late.
Yeah.
It's not as strong as phases 1 through 3,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I want to have high hopes, especially because it's Deadpool and I love Deadpool.
But it's a little. I'm a little nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sort of cautiously optimistic, but more just nervous.
Yeah.
I think just cautiously optimistic because I fucking want it to be good. Trying to will it into existence.
So I also wanted to. I kind of just wanted to. I was questioning this character, and I'm just like, it's kind of weird. Like I get it, but it's weird to me at least. Is the droid
B
B?
makes me sad.
Yeah, but
He's kind of a dick to B too.
Is he like a tank astromech?
I know. I was trying to figure out what the fuck his deal is when I saw him. Huh?
Like he looks like an astromech, but totally different from an astromech.
But he's like all his parts fucking. He's like a little Rubik's cube fucking tower thing. It's fucking weird.
And if you guys aren't following what astromech is, it's R2D2. Those types of droids. But yeah, I don't know. And then the fact that he kind of talks, that kind of struck me as different. I'm not gonna say weird because we're talking about Star Wars.
Droids talk. Some.
Yeah, some droids. But typically droids that looked like that aren't humanoid.
Didn't, yeah.
Yeah.
They were all like the protocol droids, like C-3PO and shit.
So the fact that B was talking, I go, what?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I tell you what,
You don't have a mouth.
that's an attempt to sell some fucking toys right there.
Oh yeah, he gets like a little RC.
Get a little bee who just goes, meh, 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 He makes me sad, man. He's
You
like,
could do voice recordings on it.
and then go fucking just go to people and just be like, make me a sandwich, please.
Please and thank you.
Starts go away, please.
Your mom's all sitting there like,
You motherfucker.
are you gonna talk to me like that?
Fuck it, yeah. I think Cassian's kind of a dick to be too. Kinda.
Yeah, he's. I mean, he was kind of a dick in Rogue One too. So it's like,
Yeah, I mean, he's just the salty kind of dude.
yeah,
Had a rough life.
he's a pirate, kind of.
Yeah. He's had a rough go.
He's a pirate just like Han Solo.
Oh, one thing, it was just a little random, something I noticed. Cassian's blaster, it kind of gives me vibes of like Decker's gun from Blade Runner, or Kay's from 2049, since his is all black. Sort of looks like his gun from Blade Runner, a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's got that sort of.
I was trying to remember. I was like, oh, what gun?
I was like, I noticed it most in the scene when he met that buyer, that guy that's helping him into the resistance, you know?
Yeah.
And when he had his gun to his head, that's when I was like, oh, that looks kind of like Blade Runner gun. That's something kind of neat.
I mean, it's not unusual for them to reuse props.
Yeah. I mean, shit, we know like all the guns from the original, the 4, 5, 6 trilogy were fucking all World War II guns.
Oh yeah, definitely
Yeah.
hardcore.
They were all like World War II era.
You ever
shit.
heard about the weird way they found out about Obi-Wan's? How they got Obi-Wan's design for his lightsaber?
What?
The
Heard some.
or not Obi-Wan, sorry, Anakin's. I lied. Anakin's. The one that's been in almost all the movies.
The Youngling Slayer 9000.
Yeah.
that one.
Youngling Slayer. So that in the old cameras with the big old flash, if you take the flash
was that
apart
thing.
and they remove the stem, that was Anakin's lightsaber.
I did read that somewhere.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Fucking cool, man.
It's just cool. Yeah, it's cool how they can just think of something like that and just be like, you know what? Let's take this apart. Oh, wow.
And that little...
Doesn't this look like a handle, guys?
Yeah, we can put a fucking bouchon through here and it'll be sweet.
You're like Kevin Hart when he was like, pew, pew.
Everybody calm down.
I need to crack my back.
Ooh.
I wonder if we could hear that in the audio. If we could, damn.
That's meaty.
My bad. Yes, that was my back, if you guys were wondering. It wasn't
You
a
crack
sound
your
effect.
back and just... fucking... just like that.
Don't touch me. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Just gonna get an ice pack.
So, in other news, we have
Matt starts his history stuff.
all right. So in 1863.
In the year 93, was it BBY?
Yeah.
Battle Before Yavin.
And what was that in Andor? They did something like, what'd they say? 94 BBY Yavin 4 or something?
What are you talking about?
It was one of the scenes where it was like a flashback or something, and they had like the timestamp, and it said like, I forgot what time it
In
said.
Andor?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
it was like one I noticed, and I was like, oh,
Which episode was that? I kind of forgot.
I want to say 2, but I'm not sure.
It wasn't with the pre. What are they called? Premiere?
The premiere episode, the pilot.
No,
What?
the people, the cops.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
what the fuck are those guys?
I fucking forgot too.
Fucking
Terrible episode. Fucking fired. You
what? Me?
can't fire me.
You don't even remember it?
Yeah.
This is a dual effort.
But I'm supposed to be the stupid one.
Are you? I don't remember making that deal.
I didn't sign that contract.
I don't think I remember that. I don't think I would sign that.
But I'm not as good as like the episode was. It was still like the first episode kind of moved slow for me.
Mhm.
After the whole first
I mean,
10 minutes, it was definitely kind of
Naturally,
slow.
yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna be
they,
a little slower.
also with Disney growing up with the crowd, that whole little implied
Oh, the sex stuff.
nudity.
Yeah.
Nudity.
Yeah. And she's like, how about I come over tomorrow and eat some shit? And he's like, all right. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah, sit with that too. I was like, okay, Disney. Okay.
but it's funny. It's funny because
But then again, they did just have She-Hulk and Megan Thee Stallion twerking, so it's like
yeah, what's to be expected?
they're
at
on
this
their
point.
way. What else is next?
But no, I think it's funny with the whole quote unquote love triangle / not even a love triangle. Just the one guy thinks that
Yeah, and
something funny's going on.
and like you could tell Cassian and Bix. I wanted to call her Bricks earlier.
Yeah,
I might have called her Bricks in the last.
Tim.
Tim's the guy. Tim
Yeah.
with 2 M's.
Yeah, 2 M's makes it alien.
Yeah, that's what always cracks me up. I'm like, oh, now it's alien and weird because you spelled it fucking funky. But yeah, because you could tell Cassian and Bix have a history. Probably had some little romantic fling in the past.
Yeah,
But he's
probably,
definitely a drifter type, So
yeah,
and
definitely
she's-
doesn't stick around.
Yeah.
Commitment issues. This guy.
for sure. And who you pointing at?
Cassian.
Oh, okay. Oh. Dick, what the fuck? He just like, yeah, what's up?
Oh, hey, what's going on, man?
Huh?
Oh yeah, I invited him. Here you go.
What the fuck? That's fucking awesome.
By the way, Matt, you owe me $50,000. Yeah, sorry.
Diego, can you get the fuck out of here? I'll buy you Popeyes on the way out. Just get the fuck
Just
out of
fucking
here.
go. He's like, Popeyes. I'm more of a KFC man myself.
That's a mistake.
Yeah. No KFC.
KFC's alright, but you have the choice. Always choose Popeyes. Speaking of Tim, yeah, that whole love triangle we saw in the first episode.
I'm speaking generally, but I'm
Okay.
just giving them context of which episode I'm talking about for anything.
Yeah, say there's that weird non-existent love triangle, and then Tim, in his drunken, lovers scorned fucking drunkenness, goes aside to turn him in.
Yeah.
A little piece of shit.
Fucking weasel, man.
Fucking little rat.
It's like you couldn't just confront Bix about it. You just had to be a little
Yeah, you
brat.
couldn't just be like, because like that's the shit that fucking drives me crazy in all these movies and shows. Like especially when like they have a fight, and like someone will say like someone's like keeping a secret for like their own good,
Oh yeah.
and someone will be like, well then like, like fuck you and like hang up, and like I'm like, tell him, fucking tell him. It makes me so mad. Like if I was Tim, I would have been like, the fuck is that about?
Yeah. There it is.
There it is every time.
I was loud as fuck this time. What the hell?
We're right next to it though, I guess.
No, I think my TV volume is also hella loud.
Yeah, we were watching Lord of the Rings before this.
Yeah. We should have been watching something Star Wars, but
But Lord of the Rings.
But yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But
we digress.
yeah, him. Yeah, if I was Tim, I would have just gone up and been like, so, what's going on?
But it's funny because, you see that in everyday life too. Just people don't know how to use their words and they just do stupid things.
That shit drives me crazy. Just watching people, just watching them in the movie and show.
Self-destruct.
Just watching them in the show. I'm like, dude, like, it's so easy. Like, why are you keeping the secret?
Although it did suck when, he eventually got taken down.
Yeah, that was a note I took. I was like, yeah. Right after that happened, I paused it, tapped a little note, and I was like, Tim died stupidly trying to redeem himself.
Yeah, it was a little bit much.
That was just like very obvious, him like trying to redeem himself.
Yeah.
And like, granted, she got fucked up. Like, it was funny because like when I saw him like grabbing her and like bing, I was like, did he hit her fucking head on that shit?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh shit, she did.
So pretty violent.
Yeah.
Pretty
She was fucked up. She was just like,
because like you could definitely imply that they hit the head, but they kind of showed like visible.
yeah,
Smack.
yeah. And because I saw it quick, I was like, did they hit her head? And then like when they come back to her neck, she's got big old blood and gash in her head. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I'll do it. And then he's like, who did this? Fucking idiot.
You tell me right now.
So it made me, that shit kind of was, yeah, that was a little weird.
Yeah, I mean but Disney's weird in general.
But you know what that is? Got to kill him off so we can get Cassian and Bix back together.
You think that's what the play is gonna be? For sure. But him and the other chick had a thingy.
What? Oh, what? Him and who?
I forget her name. I was just kidding though.
Who are you talking about? Oh, from
Rogue
Rogue
One.
One? Nah, that's after. He's gonna leave again. He's gonna leave again. We know that. But they gotta have one more fling before he bounces out.
You're right. Giving Disney a chance for more sexy time stuff.
And they got that actress, so they're like, we're gonna use her.
Pre-Mar.
Wow.
Pre-Mar Authority. I wrote it down.
Pre-more.
Or Mar more. More what?
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know.
Testing Matt.
Pre-more. Yeah. Because yeah, and they're swearing a lot in this shit now too. Well, I mean, not a lot, but for Disney, a lot.
Yeah.
For Disney, the most you get is like, golly gosh, and now they're like these bastards.
I don't think we're getting golly gosh, but I mean, there was cursing in MCU.
Yeah, I mean a little like that is America's ass.
Or like, what was the? Oh, did you hear that? Steve just said a bad word.
What did he say?
I think he said shit.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Age of Ultron, beginning of the movie. Like cat language.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe you forgot that.
No, he always calls him out on language. Yeah, language.
Language.
Go being such a fucking square, Cap. That's my job. But yeah, the dude in the third episode, that Scottish dude, just was like shit, and I was like, whoa, haven't heard that in Star Wars yet. Sweet.
That is true, huh? You don't really hear too much cursing in
He
Star
could
Wars.
have verily said poodoo.
Oh yeah,
It's the same thing.
that is what they. That's
the same
kind of
thing.
the substitute that they used, huh?
Yeah, poodoo.
So, for me, I don't know. I was kind of confused, like why Canary was like the hyper focus.
Yeah, I don't really. Have you ever heard of that place?
No,
Me either.
but I'm just like thinking, like, is it only important just for the 3 episodes, just to kind of establish, like? But I don't know. It felt like they were looking for Canary Man specifically. I don't know what's so special about the Canary.
Well, I know there's. Yeah, I don't know. I know they're because that's just all they have for him. Although on his records or whatever it said he was from Fest or something.
Yeah,
Because he's on the run just constantly, I guess.
yeah.
But I don't know, like, what's he on the run from? You know, we don't know yet. Why is he doing that shit in the first place?
He's Captain Jack Sparrow. This is Captain Jack Sparrow. You see him run.
The tribe people running behind him.
The Tuscan Raiders.
Fucking guys.
Yeah, I don't know why it's such a big deal with them. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. I mean, I guess unless it's just like I said, like you were saying, just dressing for his background and his origin and everything. But it seems like a little bit of a, like you said, like a hyper focus for it to just be that.
yeah, I don't know what's so special. Hopefully we find out a little bit more because on that front I'm a little bit confused. But it is kind of cool seeing, like, we're basically seeing like the uprising of the rebellion. Like when they're in the 3rd episode, just like cling, 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 cling,
Yeah.
and then they're saying like, oh, it's when it stops.
Yeah,
It's
that was
when
cool.
I was like,
She was like, it's unsettling, isn't it? And he's like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. And she's like, but when it stops is when you should be wary or something. And it cracked me up because those Primor guys, fucking.
dude, they did it for hella long. I don't know if you were like keeping
No,
track.
I
was like,
noticed.
God, damn.
And then when it stopped, like that's what she said. Like when it stops, it was like a very jarring silence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it shows you like shit's about to happen right now. That calm before the storm.
I love when movies do that. It was when like something is supposed to be super intense, and then you're like, oh God, what's gonna happen? And then all of a sudden,
Oh shit!
quiet.
That literally makes you like hold your breath. And
It kind of, that's the cool effect.
Listening.
That's why I love films. It has such an effect on you
they make you feel shit.
that you're just like, I didn't even know I could do that. like some movies, like some sappy movies. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I watch some sappy movies, all right, and I'll be there, be sitting there. Oh my God, I didn't even know I could cry still.
My heart is warm, not just a block of ice.
And then, like, obviously, scary movies will get me every single time.
Get that heart racing.
Oh yeah, can't wait. Every week, or sorry, not every week. Every day in October, I always watch a scary movie.
Oh, when is the first?
The first, I believe, is on a
What?
no,
Hang on.
Saturday.
Let's see.
I think. I can't remember. What day?
Saturday.
Matt, you suck.
Yep. I didn't know that was a secret.
I thought it was our little secret.
Nope. Everybody knows I suck.
I'll say, wait, you suck? You whore.
Whoa. I was saying no about that. The way like movies tell you like that storytelling shit. I've been reading the book for No Country for Old Men. You seen that movie?
Yeah.
With Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking such a good movie. I loved it. But I've been reading the book for it. Because that's that guy who wrote that, same guy who wrote the book for The Road, which Aragorn was in the movie for The Road.
Oh, the guy who played Aragorn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I was like,
Viggo Mortensen, yeah.
I was like, there's a Lord of the Rings movie there.
And he's just in a random movie. Just, Viggo Mortensen. But there's like in the book, like in the very end of the movie. I don't need to give you a spoiler warning. It's an old movie. But in the end of the movie,
Word, I haven't seen it yet.
son of a bitch! You should have watched it back in like 2011. Shut up!
It's been a decade. Get over it.
But like in the book, because he goes to visit Josh Brolin's character, Llewellyn, goes to visit his wife in the end.
Okay.
Because he tried to cut a deal with him. Hey, bring me the bag. I'll leave her alone.
Right.
No promises for you, but I'll leave her alone. And he doesn't. He keeps going on the run. So he, catches up with Llewellyn, kills him. Although we don't see it, it just kind of happens off screen.
Yeah.
They like find his body, but then he goes to see her. You know, tries to make her call it when he flips the coin, and she's the one person in the movie who's like, "No, I'm not doing that. You're gonna kill me anyway." And he's like, "Yeah, you have to. I can't call it for you. You have to." But in the book, so he kills her. But in the book, it says like, "Yeah, so he killed her." But in the movie, the way I love how they did it, they don't tell you nothing. It just has them talking, and he's like, "You need to call it." Like, and she's like, "No." Like, she's like, "The coin doesn't make the choice. You do." And then it just shows the front of her house from like across the street.
Yeah.
And it just shows him walk out and just check the bottom of his boots. That's all they tell you. And you're like, "Oh, she's fucking dead."
Wow.
Just that little thing. I love that little bit right there. There's no words. He just puts his hand on the railing, just checks bottom of one,
That's the power of
bottom of the
film.
other one.
You could tell a story without having to say shit. That's actually one thing that people been getting griped on in Marvel for, because they're explicitly saying that what's happening, who's feeling what, who's doing whatever.
Yeah.
Right? They're not being implicit with it, where they use action and good storytelling to actually portray like, oh, this person's actually had a hard childhood.
Yeah.
Or this person's father left them to die and at whatever age or something like that. So like, I guess Marvel, people have been getting on Marvel about that, because like She-Hulk is an example. I'm not going to say anything, but there's something that they definitely could have showed story-wise, like visually, for an audience to portray themselves, but they didn't. They chose to just flat out say whatever it was that they were thinking or what's been going on in their mind.
They're holding your hand the whole time and breaking everything down for you, Barney style.
So like No Country for Old Men, that's great storytelling, because you already, like, visually, you didn't see anything, but the actions that were in the context of everything, you're sitting there like, wow.
And I guess they kind of worked up to it, like the whole movie, by kind of hinting to you here and there that he doesn't like blood, or like, not that it makes him throw up, he just doesn't want it like on him.
Yeah,
you know,
he finds it gross.
Like he kills that guy in the beginning. He pulls out the car with the cattle pistol. Yeah, he tells the guy, he's like, "Step away from the car, please." And he's like, "I just didn't want you to get blood in the car." And then later, when he kills Woody Harrelson's character, he's like sitting there on the phone talking to Llewellyn, I think, trying to cut that deal with him.
Yeah.
And then it just shows him on the phone, look down, and the blood's running, and he just kicks his feet up on another chair as he's talking. So they just kind of keep working up to that. And then at the end, just him checking his boots, you just know, you're like, "Oh, she's so fucking dead." Yeah. She's so dead. But as opposed to the book, which I haven't finished yet, but I know in the book, it just goes like, "So yeah, he killed her," basically. Although the guy writes really well. I'm not trying to discredit him.
I'm sure he does, because
I like it.
You know, when you make a movie, you kind of want to follow the story that was written.
He's had 2 of his books turned into movies, so must be doing something right.
Yeah, are we we do it on Andor? I was just wanting to make sure that we covered all bases that we wanted to cover.
Oh, well then, so there was that lieutenant we talked about, the guy who was all gung-ho, like, "They killed one of ours, 2 of ours, we need to go get them."
Oh, I don't like him.
No, I just a little bitch.
Like, I don't like his character, and I'm not sure I like the actor choice. Nothing against the actor, it's just I don't think he's the right person for that type of role.
Well, see, I think for how they're trying to portray him as like they don't tell you if he's new or not, but I get the sense that he's kind of new. He's that new lieutenant,
that new butter bar,
and he's super fucking square by the book, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, "We need to do this like," and I think that guy's playing that part pretty well. And he's all super, high and mighty and tough when he's with all his guys. But when Cassian gets the drop on him, that dude starts fucking shaking, you know.
It's okay. I get it, but I don't know. I just don't like the actor choice still. I feel like it could have been, or at least maybe he's not playing it the way I'd imagine that type of character would be played. That, or it may be his voice. Huh. There's certain voices that match certain characters.
I hear what you mean, but I think maybe we might just have to agree to disagree on that one.
No, you're ugly.
What the fuck? Just ugly crying.
and fat. That's it. I'm fucking leaving. Flip a table. I'm just like,
fuck this.
I'm like, man,
fuck you.
This is the last
you
episode.
Piece of shit.
But I think that's all really I have for the. I mean, I don't know if you have anything else before we move on to any closing topics that we might want to discuss.
That's I think that's mostly it.
All right.
Other than that chick Mara, that older lady he's living with, straight up snatched him.
Yeah, she kidnapped him
I mean, you know, like it's
for
kind of
good reason. I get it.
It's kind of guised under the fact that she's like, they're gonna kill him anyway. They're about to be right here. But the other guy's like, he's got people here.
Yeah.
The other guy was out really just because he didn't want the fucking extra weight. You know, he was like, whatever, fucking leave him.
Yeah.
But then he's like, he's got people here, and she's like, yeah, they're gonna fucking kill him. Doesn't matter. So, we'll see.
But she straight up kidnapped him.
Straight up.
Thief. Freaking send her to jail.
I got thief in the net.
But all right, cool. Andor, check it out. It's on every Wednesday.
So far, so good. We'll have the next episode for next week.
Yeah. I'll give you a short little review since it'll just be the one episode instead of 3.
Are they doing 6 or 8? You know,
They're doing 12.
12?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I checked on Twitter.
We'll be covering this for a while then.
Because I really was curious. I was like, I didn't know when Andor like came out with new episodes, so I obviously did a Google check. And Twitter brought up Star Wars's or Andor's page, and it showed like the full schedule of like,
Oh, sweet.
and it's 12 episodes.
We got
12
some.
episodes.
We'll be covering that for a while then.
Yeah,
Sweet.
be a nice little. I mean, we haven't had anything Star Wars, big Star Wars wise
Since Kenobi,
since Kenobi, and
and that was big.
was that? I mean, that wasn't really too long ago. I thought it was like what, 2-3 months ago. Kenobi. Wait, what month are we in?
About to be in October.
We're about to be in October. Yeah, it was July, right?
Yeah, I think so.
June, July, something like that.
Not too long ago, but it feels like a long time.
But it feels like a long time. I mean,
Because it was good though, so we were like eating it up. We were like, "What else you got?"
we love Star Wars. What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want with me?
And with this, like, I went in kind of like, "Yeah, we'll see." And I'm like, "Okay." With Andor, I'm like, so far so good.
Like I said, it was the show that I didn't even think needed to be made or was even a thought in anyone's head.
Yeah.
But it's pleasant.
So far,
It's
glad it's here.
pleasantly good.
Yeah.
So, all right. What did we wanted to save on something? There's a topic.
I remember.
You remember?
Or I remember
Of
something
course.
I wanted to anyway.
Yeah, I know that. I know you had something. I can't remember if I had.
We got a big 1.5-minute trailer for the Last of Us show today, or yesterday. Not today. Yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah. Fuck. Comes out next year. They just said 2023. We don't know a month or anything, but
It's gonna be on HBO Max.
yep.
So it should be good.
Yep. So far, the shit I've watched on HBO has been pretty dope.
I mean, yeah. Despite what everyone else says about Game of Thrones, it still was a great show. You guys can't deny it just because, 8th season. Oh, I'm gonna cry about it because, whatever. But either way, like, it was still altogether a great show. Like, if you were to rate it, probably be like 4 stars out of 5.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, it's just those bandwagoners. They're like fair weather fans. They loved it up until then, and they're like, "No, it sucks."
Well, you know why is because they did the whole high anticipation thing, and then they rushed the end season.
That's why we say hype. Hype can be a good thing, but it's a slippery slope. Hype can easily, become detrimental to whatever you're doing.
Yeah, like you're climbing it up, climbing up the slope. It's gonna be great once you get up there, but if one fuck up, just so. But despite that, still is a great show. House of the Dragon, great show. There's also other shows that are on there that are HBO Max exclusive.
Westworld.
Yeah, I still need to watch that one, so I'm not really sure.
I took a break, but I'm halfway through like season 3 still. Pretty good.
Yeah,
and I know they just finished season 4, and I believe they said they're doing a 5th season, and that is it for Westworld.
I still need to get on the second season of The Boys, and I realized I didn't finish it, so yeah, I got to do that. And the 3rd season. Obviously.
I need to watch season 3. Yeah, so much.
Yeah,
but The Last of Us, that 1.5-minute trailer looks fucking good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's just gonna be pretty much a copy of the first game story, which is cool. Good story.
Matt's a little indifferent about who's playing Ellie.
Yeah, I mean, Bella Ramsey. Yeah, I'm like, like I said, like I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I've been wrong before, sure, but like, just by how she looks and how I've heard her talk and how I just played The Last of Us 2 semi recently a few months back. I mean, she's older then, but still, how Ellie is. Like, I'm like, yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
And for those that don't know, Bella Ramsey played in Game of Thrones as well. So you'd see.
And Pedro Pascal, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He got his eyes gouged out by the mountain.
Who was he in the show?
I forget. I think he was some like love interest for. It's been so long. I honestly can't remember. But he was a love interest for someone, kind of relevant to those episodes, and he was like saying how he's like such a skilled fighter and all that, and then he ends up going against Cersei Lannister's Mountain, who's like this
Gregor Clegane.
Yeah, just fucking
the Mountain,
big old motherfucker, and then gets his eyes gouged out.
That's fucking destroyed.
So,
just like they had in that Marvel show Iron Fist they did on Netflix a while back. They had I forgot the actor's name, but he was the Knight of Flowers or whatever in Game of Thrones.
Okay, yeah,
I forgot. Yeah, when I saw it, that was not their best show, Iron Fist, to say the least.
So in the trailer though, we also see a significant little landmark with the tower.
Yeah, the downtown in the rain, the skyscrapers, and then we got to see when they're in that what was it, the school? It was in that same area where they're in like that subway area or something, and then there's the clickers.
Those things made me quit the game. They terrified me so much.
I mean, there's some more fucked up shit in the second one.
I keep seeing gameplay of the second one, and I'm just like, and it's by people who like still play it, like they could just continuously play it because they love the game that much, but they're so skilled in it, like they're just going over here and just filleting people and just lighting them on fire, throwing Molotovs at them. They're like just shooting kneecaps out.
Dude, when shit works in that game, it fucking feels good.
I bet.
Like I had a guy I was just getting a shootout in a street, and I saw a guy running through the windows upstairs in a building. I'm like, okay. And I schwacked the other dude behind the car, and then I just waited for that dude to pop up. He popped up, bow! Shot his like fucking arm off, and as he fell down, I can't see him, but I just hear fucking just from upstairs.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, I got that motherfucker.
Yeah, that game is brutal.
Yeah, oh,
definitely.
I got in a fight again, fucking rainy street, beating the shit out of somebody or a couple people, and I had like the hatchet, and then like I got to the last chick, and I like fucking whacked her one time, and she like fucking just like fell to her knees, and she starts monologuing and shit, and then she just goes like, "I'm ready," and I just was like, "Are you sure?" I like walked up to her all slow too.
One of these days I'll grow the balls to fucking play the games, because I do, like, I know the storylines and all that, and I enjoyed the first game. It's just that I'm a pussy. What can I say?
And they got the new PS5 next gen version for the first game.
I thought you said that they have a new PS5 already, and I'm like, well, they haven't even fucking. They don't even have that much of the first one. What
Not
the
much
fuck?
going on.
Okay, you're talking about the game. Got it.
So many people can't even get this one still.
Yeah.
Come on.
I bet I got lucky.
Yeah, me too. And I got mine like last year.
No,
was it last year? It might have been the very beginning of this year.
No, I think it was the end of
Probably
last
the end
year.
of last year. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I got lucky with that too. I saw the bundle and I was just like, fuck it, took it.
Yeah, but I do want to play those games again. I probably will soon, because what's his nuts? Horizon. It's getting boring to me.
Oh, the second one?
Yeah.
You're getting
Not
bored?
because not because the game is boring, but because I've already replayed all of Horizon Zero Dawn. So I'm a little bit like Horizoned out.
Yeah, and the second one's more or less the same.
Yeah, so I'm a little burnt out of the same gameplay.
You can go underwater.
So I'm gonna switch over to some other game, other than Sea of Thieves, obviously. Yeah. But I want to switch over to another like single player story based game, and that might be the next play. Although that's being played in the daytime.
No night.
No, because the first time I played was in the night, and I'd play like no lights in the dark, and I'm just sitting there like.
There's a horror game I've been wanting to play, or I started to play, but I never finished. It's a cyberpunk kind of horror game called The Observer, or just Observer. And they did a next-gen PS5 upgrade, You play as, I forgot what they call him. He's a detective type, but he kind of jacks into people's brain or memories and can solve shit like that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and it's super fucking spooky, dude. Like, it's a horror game. Like, it's fucked up. Like, you're like, because you're in this one big apartment building, just knocking on doors. No one answers the door. There's just like a big TV on the door, and sometimes you'll like talk to someone through there.
Yeah.
There's such a creepy part. I talked to this little girl. Your character's like kind of an older dude. He sounds old. He's like 60 something. But I'm talking to this little girl, and she's like, my mom's not here or whatever. And you're okay, I'll go look for her in this other room down somewhere else.
Right.
And you end up finding out later in this little side quest here. It's all just in the same building. You go to another room. The chick she's been talking to, that's her friend.
Yeah.
Is this chick in another apartment that's all fucking, fucking helmeted, fucking chair thing. Just totally plugged in.
What the fuck?
And she's like taking care of her because that little girl's mom is dead or something. So she's like literally taking care of her. But it's fucking creepy as shit. And so, fuck, dude. And then like you go there and you could choose to do something with that chick in the chair, whatever. And then I go back to that apartment I was talking to a little girl in.
Yeah.
The door opens. It's just a room. No, nothing. Just one square room. And there's just like kid paintings on the fucking walls. Just one square room. Nobody in it. And I'm like, oh, fuck this. Go down in the basement. And there's a big like fucking thing like boom, like thudding around down there. And I'm like, geez.
You know what we need to do at some point during Halloween?
What?
Or not. I keep saying Halloween. October. It's Halloween.
Same thing.
Every month.
Same thing, yeah.
Whole month. Halloween. They should do that. They need to make a holiday that's, a holiday where you don't get off. Like Halloween.
Yeah.
Like you don't get the day off. You should make it all month.
I mean, I think
long.
that'd
be awesome.
For a lot of people. That's pretty much October.
It is now. It's just not officially written on paper.
Yeah. October is Halloween. Isn't just the 31st? No, October is Halloween.
But we should play a horror game, VR. Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Are there any like co-op VR horror games?
Oh, yeah. There's plenty.
Fuck.
Damn it. I was hoping not.
Hope you'd be like, oh, there's like one.
I think it'd be fun.
It's going to be scary.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to be cowering. I'm going to be like curled up in a ball right over there.
Just crying at the end of the day. I don't want to do that anymore.
I didn't even finish The Last of Us. I'm fucking scared, man. But yeah, we should do that for October. Or at least once.
Let's check it out. We'll have to see what there is.
But, all right, guys. It is time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
It flew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is that time. We are about to say goodbye. But, I just wanted to say I appreciate you guys for tuning in once again.
Do I?
This is what, 28th? No.
This is our third episode since we started again, right? Fourth.
Our fourth episode.
So it would be 29th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Coming up on that dirty 30.
Yes, we are. Really, we are.
In more ways than one.
But yeah.
Sick.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Big Effin Nerds.
Yeah.
We post every Friday. And we also have an Instagram. And I'm soon thinking about remaking my old Twitter as our Twitter account.
Ah, shit. There you go.
So we may be having a Twitter. I know we haven't been really active on social media, but I'm not a big social media person.
I'm even less. I'm even less than a social media person.
I'm more than Matt, but I'm starting to like, yeah.
It's funny, like right before we started the podcast, I was thinking about getting rid of all of it. I was like, I don't even want any of it. Same. And now that we got it, I was like, I kind of can't.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, but that may be happening soon. We're on YouTube, and we're on Spotify, and we're on Anchor.fm. So check us out on there. We're soon going to start posting video podcasts on our Spotify thing as well. So look out for that for any Spotify listeners. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, honestly. Yeah. Matt, do you have any closing words for the nerds?
Yeah, I was just thinking that maybe just, later, taters.
Bye.
Bye.